me. It's the coach. This is the 2020 season on EA Sports. Coming up, Devontae Freeman, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
So the big question today is, how will they play in this weather? Because you can recreate moisture, right? You can do wet ball drills, things of that nature. But snow, you cannot create that in practice. You can't prepare for it. You just have to deal with it.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. A look now at the defensive starters for Philadelphia. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
Goff on third down, and he's got the hook up here. It's Woods, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The numbers a week ago for Kupp: 9 catches, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number, really signifies that you've had a big year.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up. But he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the number 1 guy.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Miles Sanders there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack. Wentz. That's complete to Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now is Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run. Devontae Freeman. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Freeman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And that one makes it 14-7. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 25 yards that time. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Wentz now to throw. Ertz has it left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A final shot before half for Wentz. He wants it all for the end zone. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Giants who are out in front. Andrew Luck has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. Next, we'll stay in the AFC North as we head to Heinz Field to check on the Steelers. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Cowboys. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry? Or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up. And it always happens a little bit better if they felt the quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Freeman again. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. 3rd and 2, Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, and a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz, now he'll pull it down. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs. Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion. Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Goff on 3rd down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense. And sets up the 4th down. Let's go. Let's go. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation. I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz buying time to his left. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Wentz to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Wentz. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. To throw is Wentz. Now he'll let it go on the run. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Freeman. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere he looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now Wentz and the Eagles down 17-14, just over 2 minutes to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed, and more importantly, perhaps nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up any. Think cheap and easy, that could put you in some jeopardy.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Rams defense heading back onto the field. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the sharks. And they descend upon their prey. That's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways, they preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one, I'm doing something wrong.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10. Powerful running. His throw incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Come on! 20!
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Los Angeles, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6 and 7 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9 and 4. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.